We are fast approaching a point where we normally get information about the next FIFA. Normally towards the end of Team of the Season, EA starts to share info about the next FIFA, but already we have seen several leaks and rumors which we will be sharing within this video. Before we do get into the video, if you're looking to get some very easy coins for FIFA 22, then there is no better place than Mule Factory. Head over there to get yourself some cheap and fast FIFA coins, completely reliable, and if you use Fnatic5 at checkout, you'll also get yourself a 5% discount. Link can be found in the description down below. Getting back into the video, of course, it's still considered as being early for FIFA 23. It is around 4 months at the time recording this video where normally we get the release, but it does mean we're about 1 month away from when EA normally hosts events. Here is where we're able to get reveal trailers, new gameplay mechanics, new features for each game mode, and of course dedicated announcements around Ultimate Team. This year is slightly different from previous years because there's already been a number of leaks and rumors, and a lot of them do have quite a bit of credibility because some of the information as part of those leaks and rumors has already been confirmed. So here is everything that we know about FIFA 23 so far. It's likely that cross-platform will play a part within FIFA 23. Now with the specific game modes, we don't 100% know exactly, but it's likely that it will be across the whole game. Leaks point to cross-platform being a part of Ultimate Team, and this is likely to happen as EA are already testing cross-platform for FIFA 22 and they're continuously rolling it out across different game modes. EA has said that it's limiting the initial crossplay tests to friendlies and seasons so it can iron out any technical issues that appear, but will expect to roll out the feature to other game modes in the future off the back of community feedback gathered from the test. This by itself already shows that EA are looking to implement cross-platform into the FIFA franchise, and they're not really stopping to it just being one game mode. They're looking to test all game modes. It's just whether or not by the time FIFA 23 is released, whether or not EA want to implement cross-platform into different features or not. It's entirely based down to player feedback. Alongside the leak of there being cross-platform, there was also a leak which suggested that FIFA 23 Ultimate Team will be free to play. Now, not much information has released since this first leak about FIFA 23 Ultimate Team being free to play, but it was rumored at the exact same time with cross-platform. This is why it gives it some credibility. The leak came out at the exact same time saying about cross-platform and FIFA 22 Ultimate Team being free to play, and now that we're seeing that cross-platform is being introduced into FIFA 22, getting ready for FIFA 23, then it could also mean that Ultimate Team is free to play. Now, this is something that fans have been asking for the longest time. Ultimate Team by itself is EA's biggest moneymaker. With the amount of money that goes into Ultimate Team every single week, it far exceeds the amount of money that they're able to make from sales of just selling FIFA 22. By making Ultimate Team by itself free to play, it does open the door for more players to play for free, and as long as EA get their funnel correct, they could really encourage players to spend money on FIFA points to open packs. On the surface, it makes sense for EA to do this. Moving on, it has been confirmed that World Cup mode will be part of FIFA 23. Now, this information started to come out around the time that both EA and FIFA confirmed that for 2023, what would normally be FIFA 24, it will no longer be called that. Well, not the game that EA are producing. Instead, it will be under a completely different name. But alongside this, both EA and FIFA have said that there will be World Cup modes available towards the end of next year and also going in 2023. It's likely that we will see something very similar to what we had within FIFA 18. In FIFA 18, we had a World Cup update which allowed you to go through kickoff matches, and they weren't particularly too fun, but you was also able to go through the Ultimate Team World Cup mode. It's pretty much Ultimate Team, except it only includes players that are part of the World Cup and you do not have a transfer market. Instead, the only way that you can get players is from packs. Every single time that you play a game, you will be rewarded with a pack at the end. And depending whether or not you won or lost will depend how good that pack is. And of course, because EA want to monetize everything, they did still include packs within the store where you can use FIFA points. This game mode has always had a good reception every time it has been released, and it's likely that EA will do a very similar thing within FIFA 23. But according to reports, it won't just be one World Cup mode. There will be one for the Male World Cup, which takes place between November and December, and then there will be a following Women's World Cup, which will take place within 2023, which will be July and also August. Now, we don't know how these will play out. If it is based on an Ultimate Team World Cup mode, then this will be the first ever time that we've had female players as part of Ultimate Team. Even if this does only mean that it's part of its own separate World Cup mode, this really is the first step. And if previous years have anything to do with this, it makes sense for EA to go down this road, especially considering they're opening FIFA to include more female players. At first it was just kickoff modes, but now you can have career modes and also include them as part of pro clubs for male and female teams. So I think going down this path, it just makes sense. The next leak points to there being an online career mode. If you're someone like me, then you do not like playing against the AI. It is very tedious and incredibly boring to play against. It's so much better to play against other players. And this is the reason why I don't really go through career mode too much, because it is always playing against the AI. Next year with FIFA 23, there's a chance that there will be an online career mode. In fact, at first, people believed that this was going to be something that was going to be incorporated to FIFA 22. This is because during FIFA 21, there was a job posting from EA which pointed to an online career mode. Now, of course, nothing happened within FIFA 22 around online career mode, but people are still hoping with FIFA 23. And if this was to happen, this would definitely encourage players such as myself to play career mode a lot more. Another game mode which has also been mentioned to have changes is going all the way over to Ultimate Team. Recently, there's been quite a few leaks coming out about there being a complete chemistry overhaul with FIFA 23. Chemistry is a key part to Ultimate Team. If you lack within chemistry, whether it be one individual player or for the whole team, that player is negatively affected. On the other hand, if that player is getting max chem and also there's 100 chem within the whole team, your players and your team are going to be performing at their best. Now on paper, this does make sense, but also when you consider that the game mode is called Ultimate Team, there's been loads of times when you're limited in what you can do as you're not able to build your ultimate team. There may be times when you want to link Ronaldo with Mbappe up front, but unfortunately because they don't play within the same league and they don't have the same nationality, that you can't link them. That is when you will need to link it to other players around so that they are on full chemistry, so that they can be playing at their best. The new chemistry system that is going to be reworked within FIFA 23 points to this being scrapped and a new system being implemented. It will no longer be the max chemistry of 100 because it should now be moving to stars. No matter the player, no matter the league, no matter the nationality, they will link together. Now, it will be interesting to see how this works if this leak ends up being true, because EA have implemented players for the sole purpose of them giving chemistry to build different types of teams. Of course, we have icons which can link to everyone, and we recently had heroes which were a new addition to FIFA 22 where they can link to other players with the same nationality and also the same league. If everyone can then link to everyone, of course it will still be fun to have these players as part of Ultimate Team, but of course now their selling points with chemistry no longer is much of a selling point. But in all honesty, I would much rather have these players as just players within the game, with there being no benefits to chemistry and for chemistry to be completely removed. I really want to be able to use any type of player within any type of position, as it is my ultimate team, and I would like to link up anyone, no matter if they do play in the same league or the exact same nationality. Last thing to talk about is the release date, and of course nothing has been revealed as of yet, but because FIFA is based on a yearly franchise, it's likely that it's going to be at the end of September, beginning of October. And as EA make an absolute ton of money from the system that they have in how they do have it as part of a staggered release, it's likely that they're going to be doing the exact same thing. But the beta will be released in early September, we then get the web app, EA Access, And then there will be the different editions up until where we get to the beginning of October, which is when the standard edition will finally release. And that will be the full release of FIFA 23. But anyway guys, at the time of recording this video, this is everything that we know about FIFA 23, whether it be leaks, rumors, or information that is actually confirmed. If any more information comes out, I'll be sure to update you with a follow-up video. But in all honesty, we are not far away from EA releasing the information themselves as part of different EA events. If you do have any questions about anything, then please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going to see ya.